Hey, we are live, I think. Yeah, I think we're live. Yep. Streamon says we're live, so we must be live. Hello, everybody. Welcome to yet another weekly MTGO stream, brought to you by the cool people at from the Magic Online Content Creator Program for Daybreak Games. Awesome people. Thank you so much for that opportunity to be able to do these kind of things. Should be super fun night. We are going to play some vintage. Yes, vintage. We're in a vintage. I love vintage. It's been an interesting time for vintage. I find it very interesting. The format's been definitely upended by the fact that we had a restriction on both Urza Saga and Vexing Bauble. You can see my article this week on my thoughts on that. The format feels slightly different, but it doesn't. I'm not sure if it feels better or feels worse yet. I guess we're just gonna have to wait and see. But I was working on this pre-restriction, and I still think this is kind of goofy fun. Because we also had some bans in Legacy, we had some bans in Modern, and of course the card that was banned in Modern, one of the cards at least, was on Nadu, Winged Wisdom. So I thought it would be fun to play Nadu in Vintage, because that card seems hilarious there. So, I'm cautiously optimistic to see how this goes. I've played a little bit with it here or there, just to remember to get my eyes on the play patterns of the deck, just because obviously there's a lot of stuff the deck can do that is strangely powerful. You can sometimes just draw like a million cards and then just kill your opponent. It's goofy, it's fun. You get Nomads on Core and Nadu, and if you don't know what Nadu does by now, well, it is kind of silly what it does. So, we'll see how it goes. I'm gonna play a league with it. It is a very interesting deck. Checking my phone for a second. It popped up and said I needed something. I don't know. But anyways, yeah, we're going to have a good time enjoying the world of vintage together. No, there are not. Sorry, not me. No, I haven't had any issues casting forces, actually. That part has not been an issue, we'll say. We'll give it a shot. No, there's no Delph spells out of the picture. I definitely haven't had any issues with forces, really, so far. But, yeah, we'll see. I was focusing more on the functionality of the Bant lists that have been prevalent in Legacy as a basis for this, so I have been posting in the Discord about it, so, hey, stuff. Let's see if we can find a match. Vintage queues lately have been still kind of weird. It's Nadu time. What it Nadu? I don't know. I'm interested to see how Vintage evolves from this. These recent changes. It is definitely interesting to have watched the evolution of the format in the first week, but I don't know. It's different. I don't know if it's better or if it's worse, but it's certainly different. Basically the same. Yeah. Bazaar is just overplayed. Yeah, no, I would agree with that. Yeah. Seen a lot of dredge. Over a lot of overplay of dredge. But the Lurrus decks kind of basically look the same. And that's doesn't seem like it did much to me, to my opinion. Yeah, yeah. Even Jewel is still putting up numbers. Like it's crazy how like everybody's like, ah, well, that deck maybe loses like one of its backup plans, but it's like didn't. It just kind of I don't know. Like yeah, I just now I kind of think that like I was thinking Eldrazi would be good again as a powerless deck option for Eternal Weekend, but now that like Vexing Bauble is restricted, I feel like that's not the case anymore. Like I'm sure you could probably build it, but with Bauble restricted, that kind of felt like the card that you were gonna play in like an powerless Eldrazi build and wanting to like jam first and then start building there. Yeah, it would have been huge for powerless. But I had a list in one of my articles about that, and it was like, oh, this would have been cool, but now, nah, I don't think so. Come on, Vintage Q, let's go. The best part of Vintage Qs. I definitely want a Pauper stream at some point too. That may be next week. Maybe next week we'll do Pauper. I just love Pauper right now. The format is so fun and interesting, and there's so much going on there that's so different. So I know we did a video on Poison Storm, but maybe we stream Poison Storm. That deck is so much fun. Think of it, moons. Yeah, being back. Yeah, being in the moon deck. Yeah, I don't think you can. I don't know. The moon deck might actually still be like one of the better powerless options out there. Honestly, I still think you get access to a lot of stuff. Hey, we have a game. Not my phone number. I don't know if I like this hand or not. Like, it's got Ponder. They're mulliganing. It's got a Ponder. It's got an Endurance. Give a misstep. Like, sure, we could die on turn one, but we could also just not. See, they're playing Bizarre, so this Endurance goes a real long way, I think. Never mind, figured it out. Yep. This is a vintage. I have pitched an Icarid and a Bridge from Below. So I feel like oh well, let's play this and let's cast Ponder first. I don't like any of these cards. Yeah, I think we shuffle this. Doesn't really do what we want it to. That does something, but we're probably gonna have to pitch the Safekeeper to an Endurance. My guess. I would like to not have to do that, but that's probably going to be the case. So clearly they have to, if they have to tap Bizarre here. They did not. Interesting. Okay. Yeah. Okay. So now we Endurance them. Which gets rid of their bridge plus their Yeah, that is a thing. We do get attacked. Probably should have evoked first, maybe. That might have been. I mean, I guess we just... Sucks to have had to have pitched that Safekeeper. Just cast Nadu. Yeah. I should have evoked first, and then... I could have. Yeah, I probably could have, but then they would have Cabal Therapied me. Oh, okay, go away. I don't need him. My opponent's trying to message me outside of the thug, shell. We slowed them down a little bit. Basically, is what it boiled down to. I mean, I guess. Guess I should have left Nadu up as an attacker. Or as a blocker, I mean. Probably should have. Alright, so we need, like, something. Like a Nomads or something. Having to pitch that Safekeeper kind of stinks. Alright, Ponder is a reasonable place to be. I don't like any of those cards. We're gonna... I should have had Surveil lands in the... Figured out how to put Surveil lands in this, but... Woof. That's rough. Yeah, I don't want to be taking 6 here. Yep. Ugh. I mean, I guess. Vintage, yeah. We need to, like, go off now. Like... Guess we could have fetched Dryad Arbor and traded and killed the bridge. That's probably what we should have done. Never punished. Alright, well, yield to these things. Do I have anything in the Green Sun Zenith side of things that would... I guess Bristly Bill? Yeah, Bristly Bill seems like a pretty reasonable card to go get. Nantuko seems fine here, but Bristly Bill seems like actual absurdity. Like they can't win through that kind of thing. So yeah. All right, I think we want Keen-Eyed Curator and we want Endurance. Source of Plowshares feels real bad here. Graph Digger's Cage feels like an incredibly good card. So Spare Endurance, Spare as a Keen-Eyed Curator is our Scoos. Oh yeah, Priest, yeah. Yes, Priest is a magic card in this scenario. Collector Roof can come out. That doesn't seem like a very good card here. And could probably Shaven Nomads or Oko. Probably Oko. Be real honest with you. Although that's cutting another blue card from the deck. Probably Shaven Nomads. Just ripping a Nomads at the right time. Just having that as a thing. Let's see, we cast a Halfling. It didn't matter what they did on the next turn; they wouldn't have enough power to swing through the board state of multiple large creatures. If this was like any amount of different cards, that would probably be fine. But I don't want to get rid of this GSZ. I think we have to get rid of the Nomads. Yeah, no, that's probably right. That's right. Just unforced. Yeah. Oh, they're just griefing me. Okay. Wee grief. Nomads. Interesting. Okay. Bridge from below, stinky. I mean, that is a fantastic magic card right there. I feel like I have to toss this this Boseiju at their way, though. Like, they don't have a basic to get with it. And Curator could conceivably do some things if we get Curator on board. Okay. Oh, ugh. Second Bazaar. Definitely gross. Gristlebrand. Wow, that's cool. Love. I mean, I guess the Keen-Eye Curator at least gets to, like, gets to eat the Icarid at least. I need another land to GSE for an Endurance. GSE for Endurance would be really, really nice right about now. Yeah. I got some things. Double bridge from below. There's a Cabal Therapy, that's rough. But, like, no Dread return, so I also, I don't know. We're obviously not eating Dredgers with Keen-Eye Curator. Like, we're eating bridges and stuff like that. The awkward thing is like is a Narc Amoeba, like 2 Narc Amoebas better than now if they hit a Dread return, obviously, like, that's a problem. Can I call it or can I call it? That's great. I can call what they're gonna hit. It's awesome. It's so great. This feels like a losing game. You have two. I have a Cabal Therapy and two Dread returns, like, and 2 bridges. Like, our only way out of this is to, like, pop this Teferi. But that's presuming we get to actually cast this Teferi. We probably don't. Oh, not. You knew what was in my hand. You griefed me earlier. Why did you not pick the card that was in my hand? Don't I just get to, like, pop this Teferi then? Like, if you don't have... If you Dread return Gristlebrand. Sure. You have 22 cards in your library. How many can you realistically... realistically dredge? Like, you need another Cabal Therapy. Oh, they have Thassa's Oracle in their deck. That's funny. That's why there's Gristlebrand here. That's goofy. Okay. Very clever. So they pay 7 life, they dredge some amount of that, and then they Dread return Thassa's Oracle. I want to see them do it just because I'm curious. It's clever. Very, very clever. I have not seen the let's turn sideways into Doomsday. Just Thassa's Oracle will win. I mean, yeah, they can just sacrifice... They can even sacrifice Gristlebrand. Alright, sure. Yep, you get it. Hyper clever, friendo. Maybe instead of Oko, I want Force and Negations. Maybe Mental Misstep. Like, card seems real awkward here. Okay. So, what I don't like about this hand is that it doesn't have an answer to what they do, but it's got ponders in it. And it does have, like, a Force of Negation. And a Force of Will. Like, I hate it, but I'm going to keep it. I should have gone with my gut instinct. They're mulliganing, though, so. Not far. Oh, no, they're exiling 6 cards. What are they exiling? Ooh, they're exiling Gristlebrand. Ha! And Grief, and a Bridge from Below. Therapy, Serum Powder, Stinkweed Imp. Mulligan 5. Maybe we get there just because they say that they mulliganed hard. I don't know. Doubtful. Magic! Alright, they went to 5. Alright, let's ponder. There's a reasonable ponder. Let's put that on top. Let's put that on top. Let's put that on top. Oh, yeah, I was thinking about that because of Grief. Yeah, that's fair. That is fair. You are not wrong. Because then I just have to force this, yeah. Do they have Force Vigor in hand? I was going to say. Sure. Seems real weird. Bizarring there. And dredging. I haven't seen a Creeping Chill, so that's intriguing. I'm not really sure what they're getting at here. This. Okay. Yeah, I'm not really sure why they chose to dredge there. Are they not playing Force of Vigor? I didn't see one in the entire list there. Like, at all. Okay. They chose to... Okay. I'll take it. Oh, it's a dredge win. For a kind of a sketchy... Yeah, that was a sketchy ponder. Like, I should have... Yeah, I agree with Nami. I probably should have dumped... just hid the cage. I mean... I'm not sure what this does. Like, if we draw a GSC, like, it's a thing? Hardcast Force of Will, I guess. Eh. Or cast Source Ploshers. Like, realistically. Opponent is mulliganing. 2/6 cards. The old play 2 pieces of power in a land pass step. Bazaar of Baghdad. Chrome Mox. Oops, all spells? Or initiative. Probably initiative. If I had to guess. I don't know. They haven't done the thing yet, but the only decks I know that probably Chromox is probably initiative. Waiting for tonight. Oh, yes. Oh, yeah, they've played a lot of initiative, so. Yeah! I will happily be fine with a Thalia, Guardian of Thraben. Oh, baby. What it Nadu, baby? Oh my goodness. I could pitch Endurance. Like, we will just wait on that one. We could also maybe hardcast Endurance at some point. regardless, I don't think I really care what my opponent does at this point. Yeah. Okay, this Archon can be countered. We go pitch and get a Dryad Arbor. Love it. Love it. So much fun. God, I love birding. It is one of the greatest. It is one of the goofiest cards I think I've ever seen, and it's just so funny how when you get going, it's just absolutely disgusting. I love it so much. It's so much fun. On the draw, this Lavinia doesn't seem very good there. I don't know what else I have for this matchup. Clearly, Force of Vigor is not really doing anything here. Flusterstorm's really not doing anything. Maybe Outland Liberator, but I feel like the main deck is just good enough against this with an extra plow. I don't think I need to go too deep for initiative. Nadu is most assuredly designed by somebody who did not know that Nomad's Encore existed. Absolutely. For sure. This hand on the draw is super weird. Trying to parse it in my head what this does against initiative, and I don't think it does enough. There's no removal. I think that's my biggest concern for it. And if they Archon, we're really messed up. So I think we mulligan this. Feels weirder but better. There is most assuredly an Ancestral Recall in this hand, so maybe I think we pitched the Hierarch. Because the GSE still feels somewhat... Okay, sure, there's a Chancellor of the Annex. Woof. Okay, yeah, Archon stinks. Hello. I would like to cast this thing that does some stuff. They went really deep on this Archon, though, so... we get to Ancestral at least this turn. Oh. They're just going to hardcast the... That's goofy and insane all at the same time. Okay, well... I don't like any of these cards. Especially with not being able to cast more than one spell per turn. And the Strip Mine feels pretty bad. I feel like we have to play this out. feels like an awful space to be. Like, if we could remove this Archon, I feel like we could do something. But removing the Archon is the rough part. They lost the flip. Crystal, you're seeing Magic at its highest level here. No, not really. You're seeing Magic at its most awesome level. Vintage is awesome. Double Archon. Ugh. Okay, so bear. Yeah. No, I could go get Nadu. And then I can't even play Nadu and then play Nomads. So, like, that's awkward. Yeah. Okay. I do play D&D. I do a lot of D&D as well. In fact, I love D&D. I have not yet dove into the new 2024 rules, though. The current game I'm running is still running the 2014 rules because it's kind of like ongoing, and I don't want to like change it over just yet. But I do love D&D. It's a fantastic game. If this was a green land, I would be more happy to have triple Nadu in my hand, but it is not. I, again, don't like this hand. We rolled a 5. With no lands in hand, sure, deck, sure. I mean, I guess. It's not a... This is like the worst possible hand that we could ever come across. I mean, we rolled a 4. Like, and I don't think that 6 was reasonable. So I think we're just losing based on mulligan. But hey, we'll see what happens. Like, Archon would be bad. Anointed Peacekeeper, sure. They could name Time Walk. Yes. They are naming. They named Flooded Strand. Okay, sure. I mean, that certainly hurts. We have to do some things. Show me chicken salad. We could not do. I'm actually more okay with, oh, okay, now I'm not okay with that. Bollocks. Yeah. The follow-up Wasteland to that was really good. I mean, we can just Nadu. Nadu-kin. We don't have any white mana, but, like, we block these creatures, like, all day long. Okay, yeah, sure. That is a thing you can do. I mean, for mulling to 4, we certainly did a thing, but it's not. It wasn't enough. Like, we mulled to 4 against them keeping 7, and yeah, that's rough. That's rough, buddy. Like, there's not much that gets us out of this. Yeah, okay, sure. Yeah, okay. Neat. Neat. Do love me some initiative, even though I never saw an initiative creature. Like, but was most assuredly that's what it was. Do. This is a reminder that Magic Online is awesome, and the Magic Online content creator program is even more awesome. And they allow me to do stupid stuff like this. So, thank you to Magic Online and Daybreak Games, because they're awesome. I do have some Magic Online Creator Program codes to give out at some point. Like, that is a thing that I would like to do at some point. I have to figure out how I'm going to do those ones. Last month I gave them away at the Buffalo Chicken Dip event, and that was pretty cool. I didn't get to see who won those because I was doing coverage for that event, so... I mean, I don't like this hand, but what are these hands, deck? Yeah, let's YOLO it. Let's go for it. I have Force of Will. Oh, I think we have to counter that, right? Like... Lotus. I mean... That is awkward as hell, because they have a Caracas into... yeah, like, they definitely are going to Caracas the Nadu, but like, if that puts a land into play, I guess, sure. I don't like it, though. Yeah. I gotta wait till I have a land. My Lotus is prettier. Oh yeah, I definitely think I have to wait till, like, If we draw a white land, then we're like golden. Like white land would be like perfect. Because then we play Nomads first and then Nadu. And then if they try to like Caracas Nadu, we do that. I mean, that's a white land. Let's see if they have an answer for if they want to. Okay, so I think we wait. Bowmasters is fine. Yeah, that's actually okay. Seemingly okay with Bowmasters because we have the backup Nomads. Tamiyo is okay. Yeah. So see, we cast backup Nomads. We force them to Caracas Tamiyo. Is that a thing that they are interested in doing? Are they interested in saving this card? Okay. So yeah, that's fine. We go get a forest. Well, a forest land like Savannah or something like that, and we put Bristly Bill into play. And I think I'm okay with that exchange because we hit a strip mine and we got rid of the Caracas. And I think I'm okay with that. Yeah, I'm okay with Tamiyo flipping even. Like, we get to cast... We likely get to cast Nadu again next turn. Yeah, that's fine. Just gets -1/-0. Yeah, as I say, you have to have a force for this, right? What did you exile for? Psychic Frog, okay. Not ulting Tamiyo is an interesting decision here. So green Sun Zenith would be like chef's kiss. I don't even think the strip mine does anything at this point. Sure. I mean, it makes me have to spend all my mana on a green Sun Zenith, but and then we now have endurance for things. Probably should have endurance myself, but that's okay. Now I think we're in the mode of playing the beatdown. Just force them to have an answer. I'm okay with that. Yeah, we just aggro them. Like, that seems like the correct thing to do. I like Flusterstorm here. It's just like straight Luris control. I like the extra plow. I like a Fluster. I don't like Lavinia on the draw. And Oof seems weird in this matchup because I don't think it actually does anything. And probably a Nomads. But we want like removal and stuff like that. Like those kind of things. This deck is sweet. Eee, ooh. Bristly Bill. Turn 1 Bristly Bill. With a counter, and then that seems fine. And then Delighted Halfling. I mean, I assume you have to have a... Okay, yeah. So what could I get? Like, Nantuko seems like a really absurd card with Bristly Bill in play to fade out their Source Ploshers Bristly Bill. Yeah, that seems fine. I mean, I mean, I feel like we have to. The awkward part is like, we go for it or we don't go for it. I don't think it really matters. I think we go for it and just hope they don't have a force. Okay. Yeah, you know what? That actually is fine. Because Halfling at least does something there if they can't remove the Halfling. Wasteland. Yeah, okay, sure. Yeah, that's a thing you can do. I would also accept a Teferi. Okay, so we can't cast that. Yeah, that was a good Wasteland. Yeah. The Hierarch getting punished. Very rough. We have an answer to a Psychic Frog, at least. Yeah. Another Wasteland. Oh, Time Walking. Okay, sure. Yeah. This is a thing you can do. You don't have any cards in your hand now. I am stumped that they're not putting Lurrus in their hand. We are attacking with this Delighted Halfling. That is a thing we are doing. Like, absolutely stumped they are not putting Lurrus in hand. Okay, they finally decided to put Lurrus in hand. Fine. Lurrus is fine. What do they have in their graveyard that they... No. I'm just gonna keep attacking with this. Alright, we're just gonna counter that. I mean, we're just gonna ride Delighted Halfling to victory. This, what do they have in hand? Like, that's my concern. Like, what is in hand? They could have a Bowmasters, but if they had a Bowmasters, they have definitely not decided not to cast it yet. Force no blue card. Yeah, that's probable. Yeah. Well, you get a tropical island. We are riding this. No. I mean, even if they cast a Psychic Frog, I feel pretty happy about beating a Psychic Frog. Okay. Alright, now we get to see what's going on upstairs. I want to see. What are you doing? Swords of Plowshares and a Dress Down. Which, yeah, you could plow. I feel like they're saving the plow for, like, a Nadu. Yeah, they've got to be. This is an absurd game. Demonic Tutor. Yeah. Demonic Tutor is a card that you can certainly gain access to. I can't fluster that. Like, I have to guess you get Psychic Frog. Like, the card, like, kind of wins your game right now. Ancestral Recall. We will fluster that. They can't pay for it. So if we hit a Green Sun, I feel like that goes to, like, Spring Heart Nantuko or Endurance. I mean, I think we're just attacking. This game has been silly. Yeah, okay, sure. They're activating it, targeting me. I mean, Brainstorm is a magic card. Okay. Sure. We're going to fade the fact that we have Vexing Bauble is A-okay here. Actually way okay with that. Okay, sure. Yeah, you... we're just winning games with the lighted halfling turning sideways. They are ready to be done with this. Yeah, sure. No, I'm A-okay with this, because I have another one coming up. Cycle Lorien revealed. Yes, okay. So they have Lorien revealed and Dress Down in hand. And we just force whatever they do. Yeah. I mean, yeah, you could draw something off of that. Just cast this delighted halfling. Games of Magic, how are they won? Like, okay, so now I think like a GSE for like a Nadu would be like perfect. That is still not a GSE. Deck, we're drawing lots of lands here. I would take an Oko right about now. Like, Oko would be perfect. The Warriors? What is going on? Deck. I'm shocked the Lorien wasn't just cast, yes. They should have just cast it, like... Okay, frog is a card. So we need just a way to beat this frog. That's a Nadu at least. Like, if they have a plow for the Nadu, like, I think that's... I'm okay with that. I'm not going to block the frog. A Sylvan Safekeeper would be fine. Yeah, I'm not blocking this frog. You have way too many cards in hand to pitch to this frog. Like, in fact, we don't know. We actually don't know what's in your hand at this point. Sure. I'm at 17. If you're pitching lands, I'm actually okay with that. Yeah, second frog is fine, too. I mean, sure. They could pitch 3 cards and make it big enough. Yeah, sure. It will simply block here. I don't know why you didn't attack with both. Nomads is a card. Okay, sure, there's no more lands in this deck. we're countering this. Yeah. So this is interesting. Yeah, no, I know. It can't. Yep. I'm okay with you getting to draw a card. I think if you're pitching your entire hand to draw a card here, that's okay with me. Because then I could just draw more cards this next turn. I'm winning this game because I have an endurance in hand. Like that's how we're winning this game because I have endurance. Yes. Yep. Having the answer for the threat, like just playing multiple swords, just seems like really good right now with all the Psychic Frog like running around. Like I almost want to go up to 3 swords in the main with Psychic Frog running around this format like it is. Like I'm playing 2, and I feel like I should be playing 3. But where do I find the room is the real issue. Like that's the hard part of a deck like this. Like I could shave a Ponder for and go to like 2 Ponder, but I also don't want to go to 2 Ponder. I think Ponder is a really good card. So I don't know. It's sketchy. Yeah, I agree. I would do that, but I just don't know what to shave for it. There's a lot of cards that kind of have to be in the deck. I could maybe play 3 GSE. I could maybe, but I don't want to play 3 Nadu. I want to play 4 Nadu. Like that card, you want to see that card every time. And I really want to see GSE all the time. So I don't know. It's an interesting conundrum. I think there's a lot here for this deck. It's cool, for sure. Like I dig it. I am mulliganing this. This is awful. This is reasonable. Not super terrible on the draw. Maybe been this Dryad Arbor. Yeah, turn 1 Lavinia Ponder seems like a really... or they're just going to, like, Vault Key me on turn 1. It feels like that's what's going to happen. We're going to get a PO. Yeah. Woof. What a vintage turn. Vintagey. I love how vintagey it is. It's like so old school vintagey. The One Ring. Woof. What a turn. I mean, I guess we ponder first. It doesn't really... I don't like any of those cards. Okay. I think we're losing. I mean, I can't be mad. That was like the most vintagey turn I think I've ever seen in a while. So, like, I'm A-okay with vintagey turns. Like, somebody builds their deck to go turn one, you know, PO one ring. Like, this is Jewel. Like, yeah, we're... Yeah, this is what you sign up for this format. Like, this is it's pretty good. I feel like we're seeing a Jewel. Jewel's still good. Hey, look, that's a coveted Jewel. That's still a very good Magic card. Then you get to untap their One Ring and, like, tap it again. Like, that's... Jeez. My gosh. I'm just letting them do their thing at this point, because that's just... I'm enthralled. Like, this is it's beautiful, man. I mean, if they cast P... Oh, just put, you know, a bunch of cards into play. I'm gonna try for this Time Walk, I guess? I don't know. I feel like they don't let it resolve. Like, you can't let time... if you have, like, all the shit in the world, okay, you let it resolve. Okay. What would win me the game here would be a Green Sun Zenith that is probably going to get countered. But we got to go for it. Because if we don't, we lose. If they don't have an answer for this, we collect roof them. Okay, cool. I mean, yeah. Now, granted, they could play Sink into the Stupor, but I think we got to get this. Okay, the Restricted Saga. Manifold Key. Yeah, okay. The question is, I think we have to strip mine the Workshop. That feels like the worst card here. Like, I feel like it's the Workshop. It's gotta go. Because they can't... They need another... Oh, shit! I completely forgot that that was a thing that happens when you attack somebody with Coveted Jewel. What do they have in hand? They have Force of Will, no blue card. We are jamming the heck out of this Oko. And heck yeah, we are making this an elk. Coveted Jewel is green. I said they have an Ancient Tomb. But this ring is going to kill them. Between this ring... I mean, they could play this City of Traders, and that would probably be a better card for them to play. Yeah, it's probably a better card for them to play. This is a game. We are doing some things. Alright, so we have Teferi, Bounce, Urza Saga. They make a token. We have to plow the token. Which, bruh. Yeah, that's a big... Actually, we just elk it. We don't even need to just elk it. Let's draw a bunch of cards. Let's draw some. Man, this is a game. They're gonna die so hard to this one ring. Like, they have one turn to this one ring. Because they're gonna go to 3. Yeah. Like, even, no, it doesn't matter what they do at this point. Like, they can't attack through anything. And yeah, we just went off of. I thought we were losing that game. I'm not gonna lie. Like, I thought we were losing that game, and then just like Collector Oof and Elko, it did some things. All right, so I guess these come out. The plows. We like the extra Collector Oof. We like the Force of Vigors. What comes out is the really good question. I guess we can shave a Nomads. We could probably shave Bristly Bill. I was absolutely certain that they had Force plus Pitch. Yeah, no, I was right there with that. Like, I was like, okay, they have to have Force plus Pitch, right? Like, that's the high of when you win a match that you really thought you were going to lose after getting vintaged. Ship it. It's got Force of Vigor plus Collector Oof in it. Ship it. Plus turn 1 Collector Oof. So, and they're mulliganing to 6. Yeah. We Vigor whatever they do, and then Collector Oof them. Alright, so they kept 6. Ruby. Volt. Minimo. Oh, okay. So, Tinker. Okay. I guess if they were smart, they would have Sphinx or something like that, and that would be much better against this Worm Coil Engine. That's a good Magic card against what I'm doing, yeah. Like, I almost don't even want to, like, Vigor it. Like, ugh. Like, I absolutely need, like, Force plus blue card or Plow against that thing. Like, ugh. No, I took them out. Oh, I did. Oh, shit. I boarded the Plows out. Okay. Okay. I see you. So we have to Nadu them, I think is the question, and not die. Yeah, you get to make one of those things a thing. I get to stave. I mean, that was yeah, that was absolutely the correct thing to do. We're just jamming. We're jamming Nadu. Because if we draw, like, a Safekeeper or a anything, Like, we can block one of these things. We can block the lifelink ones. Which is, like, totally fine. Yeah, and you just attack. We shut off attacking with the lifelink ones. So now we just have to find... I mean, there's a ponder. We have to find a nomads. Force of Vigor is an interesting card. We want this Time Walk. The Savannah. We might as well get a free attack out of it. Nadu flies. I mean, yeah, that was an option. Okay, that's not a card that we want. Yeah, that would have been an option. I guess I could have kept the Vigor and cast Time Walk. It's probably not where I want to be, but okay. I'm okay with this, because that isn't where I want to be either, but that also doesn't do anything, deck. Jeez. Yeah, you have to attack me. Like, that seems like the correct. There's a lot. There is a lot that would take to have to... Whatever. Yeah, okay, sure. Yeah, I probably should have kept the Force of Vigor line. That was probably accurate. I also kind of really want Outland Liberator here. And probably less Noble Hierarch. Yeah, they should have just, like, Time Walk, draw Force of Vigor, hardcast Force of Vigor. At least on the Death Touch and the other lifelinker. And then fetched. That was a poor decision overall. Alright, being on the die roll makes me feel better, though. Like, I really like Delighted Halfling. Like, let's think about this for a second. I don't think this is... It's got Ponder. Yeah, snap Ponder Keep. Why not? I mean... we just Green Sun for... We force a thing, and then we Green Sun for Oof with Grim Monolith, sure. So if they play a land here, we have Strip Mine plus thing. Time Vault is also okay. They're going really deep on this, so... I think we have to counter that. Okay, sure. Yeah, they have force, yeah. Okay. Shit. Just get turn 1 vintaged. Okay. Wow. We tried. We tried. That was a turn 1 vintage where they actually got to vintage. Yeah. That was rough. I mean, we had the force. They also had a force. That happens. So. God, I love this format. So much fun when you get to see stuff like that happen. No matter how this last round goes, I've had fun tonight playing this deck. Like, so much fun. There's probably things to do to it from a, like, standpoint of improvements, but I think that there's something there. Like, I do. I really think there's something there. I think there are definitely ways that you can approach building this where it's good. And I think the Green Sun Zenith package version is excellent in that regard. Oh, that was rough. Okay. We are on successful. And yes, I have to restart Magic Online because I got disconnected. Ugh, internet, why are you being dumb? Sorry, my opponent. My internet decided to be silly. Okay. I don't like this. I mean, it has potential. Yep, my internet decided to be silly, so. Okay, sure. Force negation in that. Pitching Flusterstorm, sure. Mental misstepping to. We're going deep. Going deep. Deep and hateful. Alright, we will Ponderosa. No, I do not want to use Ponder's ability. Cyclone Lorien revealed. These Lurrus decks are just nuts. Yeah, I'm also okay with that. That means you can't force this. Oops. Oh, I guess it doesn't matter which way I do this. I guess you can. It just means you can't force this Nadu. And then I get to Bristly Bill. Green Sun for Bristly Bill. I guess you have a plow for the... Oh, no. Soul Ring. Okay. Time Walk. Sure. You have realized that having this Bobble in play was not a good thing. I mean, sure. Hardcast Lorien revealed, yep. We will force the... Okay. We're okay with that. Yeah, sorry about the... I'm going to snooze that ad break because I don't know what happened. My silly-ass internet decided to be really silly. Yeah, you got a Lurrus. Please feel free to count. Okay, yeah, absolutely cast that Vexing Bauble. I mean... Sure. Yeah, Lurrus Gaming. You know. Yeah, you get to, like, Vexing Bauble, crack Vexing Bauble. Hey, look, 2 restricted cards in play. Yeah, frog is frog. Yeah, I think we have to do it, right? Like, we have to force them to not want to keep. Okay. Sure. I feel like we grind better than. Yeah, gains flying. Has to gain flying, right? I feel like Oko gets to come down and do some things in that regards. Yeah, we're snoozing that again, because. Alright, we need to see what's in your hand. There is a force of will in your hand. Yeah, okay, sure. You have to, like, counter this, right? Like, Oko's pretty good against this frog. Oh, okay. Sure. Yeah, I'm not really sure what they were doing. Like, yeah, they could force whatever, but we also just like win the game with nomads on core. Okay, yeah, sure. I don't think that was the sell you wanted out of that. I guess okay, so I guess they do get to make like tokens. I guess that is obnoxious. But like we block with both and then we transfer all the damage to one. So like that is a thing we get to do here. I guess Soul Guide Lantern is a card. Okay, sure. All right, so we do the old. We block with one. Now, Boy, I don't understand how this works. Okay, it just got rid of both of them for no reason. What the heck? Alright, I have no idea how to play Nomads of Core on Magic Online, it seems like. Doesn't matter. Like, we are losing this game anyways. The Saga made that apparent. We just didn't... I didn't realize how to activate that magic card on... Thought I was doing it right, but apparently I wasn't. I don't know. Magic Online things. We pitch a Nomads. Any on the draw still seems okay. Not, yeah. Not knowing how to do.
Clearly, people knew that he was an alien.
Is there anybody on that I know? Literally nobody that I'm following is on for me to raid at the end of the night here. No, we're snoozing that for a second. Is Akaleth on? Let's see. Alright, I won the die roll. Twitch, TNT every Thursday. Okay, yeah, it looks like Akaleth is on, so we'll probably be raiding Akaleth at the end here. I mean, this has everything you want out of this game, right? Like, it has Nomads plus Force plus blue card plus Lavinia, which is silly as heck. Lotus. Pithing Needle. I think we have to try and force that. I'm okay with that. They named Nomads and Core. Yeah. There's other ways to like. All right. Yeah, okay, there's a wasteland. Sure thing. We are the beatdown. I probably should have pitched Nadu to that. Bristly Bill, Bristly Bill. He's a bristly little boy who knows what he wants. Yeah, okay, yeah, you can have Tameo. Tameo. No. Okay. Yeah, you got it. I get to cast Nadu. Poor Bill. He just never gets to do what he wants to do. So, Sylvan Safekeeper here would be very good. Oh yeah, put Luris in hand. I mean, if we ever like draw like a Teferi or something like that, I think we're like off to the races here. Like I feel like I can race this this that is an interesting notion. Hello, Sylvan Safekeeper. Don't like seeing that. Sacrificing Tameo for the greater good is certainly a thing. That could be bad for you. Recast Tameo as a blocker is incredible. I mean, that is a thing that we can do. So we go. No, we don't do that. We force them to have to continue to block. It's kind of obnoxious not having like any sort of like answer here. Okay. They just decided they didn't want to play the game anymore. Okay, sure. Containment Priest makes a lot of sense because they... I want to bring in Veil of Summer, and I don't like Collect Roof here. And I really like Keen-Eyed Curator as an option. Actually, no. Just YOLO it. I'm okay with this. This is a reasonable hand. Yeah, Saga. Wow. Swords of Plowshares. Double Swords of Plowshares. Orcish Bowmasters. Yeah. I guess we'll force some plow. I don't think it matters. Oh, they don't have a white source. Yeah, this is true. I think they're just going to try and lean on Saga being Saga, which could be good for us. Well, so they get Pithing Needle with... I mean, we do get to just Nadu. Yeah, we are going to get hit with Needle and Saga. Some big constructs, but I think we can get through it. Even if they Needle, I think we're in a reasonable spot because they have to Needle either Nomads. Okay, they're just gonna try and plow everything. That's funny. Needle. Nomads, yep. Alright, so what does this flip us? It doesn't really matter because it flips us a second. I guess we force them to spend a second plow to draw us another card. Thanks. I guess we... The problem is we probably lose to this. I guess we have to... Sage you one of those. I only take 4. Yeah, you get the frog. I feel like we just didn't have, like... Oh, Time Walk. Okay. Bowmasters. Okay. Yeah, that is kind of a thing. Yeah, I'll take it. Because we could always Nadu, like, and then Safekeeper. Teferi is kind of a card. Like, I don't like it. Just because... feels awkward to have to do that. Oh, yeah, okay, sure. Yeah, no, there was no winning that game. No, it was an awkward game, and so yeah. Hey, I'm happy it was a 2-3, honestly, because I wasn't expecting much. Because I think this is, I had so much fun playing this deck, and I want to play it more. But I definitely, like, there's definitely some improvements to be made. So I'll probably be posting in the Vintage Discord, like, hey, this is what I think worked. This is where, yeah, like, I think it's a lot of fun, though. I think there's something there, like, for sure. Like, the card Nadu feels like such a, like, an absurd power level that, like, it's got to be playable in this format somewhere. And it just feels like one of those cards that's good. Like, it is a really absurd Magic card once you look at it more and what it does. And I want to do that more. Like, it seems like just a really fun deck. I want to play it more in Legacy as well. Yeah, I definitely want to play it more in Legacy. I think it's really good in Legacy right now. So, probably going to do Pauper next week. That seems like a fun thing to do. I like Pauper. So we'll probably do some Pauper. It's a toss-up as to whether or not we do... whatchamacallit, Poison Storm, or maybe we do something like Dredge, or Dredge would be fun to stream, like, or Madness Burn, like, that would be a really quick one. Mono Blue Terror might also be fun, but yeah, something like that. We'll figure something out for Pauper, but I am gonna raid, and we are gonna look up Akaleth. Alright, Akaleth. And send you over to Akaleth. Have fun, folks. And we'll see y'all next time.